And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Dogecoin analysis video. I'm kind of excited about this one because this is the first time I will be dissecting the Dogecoin chart. Okay, so this is actually one of the first cryptocurrencies that caught my attention. Now, I remember hearing about Dogecoin from an outside source, a friend. Actually, I think it was either my friend or my sibling. I'm not entirely sure. But this is actually one of the very first coins I had come across. Now, without further ado, let's get into the analysis, but we're first going to start off with that Mango dashboard, because I actually want to go ahead and see what, what the dashboard is telling us about Dogecoin's trend. Okay. So not much really happening here. So Doge USDT is neutral. This signal came in a day ago. Okay, Doge BTC also neutral. This signal, however, came in 21 days ago. So it's pretty apparent that Doge hasn't really been trending against Bitcoin, but let's get on to some of the lower time frames perhaps and see what the trend is telling us there. Okay, Doge USDT did give us a long signal. This long signal came in 4 hours ago. Doge BTC is still neutral. Okay, so now let's get into the charts. Now, pretty much I'm going to break down this chart the way I do all my other altcoins. Okay, we're going to start off with that high level, those high level horizontals. So let's go ahead and mark those out. Doesn't seem too shabby. By the way, guys, we will be dissecting both pairs, okay, Doge USDT as well as Doge BTC. That way we get a better view of what, what the underlying cryptocurrency could very well be doing. So we have resistance on top there, and I do believe we have 1 point of support right around here. And I'm actually going to go ahead and mark one more point of resistance overhead. Cool. Okay, I think that covers it. Now I'm going to pan on over to, the daily time frame. And the first thing, guys, that really pops out to me on my screen is how Doge USDT is actually holding its support right here at around 0.0024 cents. Okay, we've been doing this all the way since April. Okay, so very, very close. We're nearing 2 months of holding this region right here as support. So it's pretty strong. I think the longer a coin holds a point of support, the stronger that region gets. Okay, so as you can see, we are holding that still. Although I do believe that this could very well be a pattern of sorts that Doge has actually picked a side on. Now, I'm looking at a potential symmetrical triangle, but to confirm this pattern, I'm actually going to switch on my my volume to see, do we have usually when I'm looking at symmetrical triangles, I'm looking for a descending volume profile. Okay, so I'm looking for that, and it appears that we have that, and there seems to be volume confirmation here. So, okay, we have that volume confirmation on the symmetrical triangle, and the measured move, okay, now we clearly have already broken down. If this measured move has to be met, Doge USDT will come all the way down to 0.0021 cents. Okay, from where price is at currently down to that region, that's going to be 15%. Albeit, guys, if Doge USDT manages to get down there, I will be anticipating a further sort of push to the downside, getting all the way down to 0.0018 cents. I'll tell you what I don't like about this. I don't like the fact that we're not seeing immediate continuation to the downside. Okay, so this actually is looking more strong than it is looking weak. What I think is likely, just looking at this price action right here and how we're holding that region of support, what I think is likely is that Doge actually comes over this region right here at around 0.0025 cents and settles above that. As soon as we start doing that, guys, this bearish break rather, gets negated. Okay, it gets thrown out the window. I do not think that the pattern will be at play then. But on the more sort of immediate level for Dogecoin, I'll be looking at this region right here at around 0.0026. Okay, this horizontal, if we start closing daily candles over that region, remember, we've been holding that region as resistance for over 2 months, close to 2 months, sorry. Okay, for close to 2 months, taking this out to the upside is going to have some massive bullish implications for Doge USDT on that daily time frame. Okay, so now let's actually go ahead and put on our Mango ribbon. Okay, so those are my EMAs and MAs. By the way, guys, the Mango ribbon is completely free. Okay, you have access to 3 to 4 EMAs and MAs, plus you have the Ichimoku cloud with this. Okay, we're going to give you the Ichimoku cloud as well. In the indicator, it comes with it, and yeah, it's completely free. You can sign up. I will include a link in the description below. Okay, now the first thing that really pops up on my screen is that we are currently being held down by the 10 simple moving average, as well as the 21 EMA, as well as the Tenkin. Okay, yes, we are getting supported on the 55, but until and unless we manage to take those 3 levels back again, this is in bearish territory. Okay, and another sort of bearish sign on this chart is we have a bearish crossover actually between the 10 simple moving average and that 21 EMA. Okay, so that's not a good picture. I do believe that if Dogecoin manages to actually settle above that region once again, and we start having those daily candle body closes over that region, I will look for that cross to, well, uncross, at which point this picture turns bullish. And more importantly, I think the important level on Doge USDT is going to be here at around 0.0028 cents. We start closing daily candles above this region, guys. The next region of resistance overhead is only going to be here at around 0.0035. And while this may look like a tiny range on my chart, rest assured, it is not. 27% to the upside. Okay, but patience is going to be key. I do believe that the impetus of us actually taking out this region right here, remember, this is also a weekly region of resistance. That's where I got this this 0.0028 cent region from, right? It's from the weekly time frame. I do believe that the impetus of us actually breaking that is pretty much the first call you're actually going to get on how price reacts off of this region right here at around 0.0026. We start closing daily candles over this, I will be anticipating a further push to the upside, possibly even taking out this next point of resistance. Okay, so far it's looking neutral. Okay, it's basically what the dashboard has already told us. It's information that we already have. Doge USDT is neutral right now. It's not bearish, it's not bullish. It's not bearish. Why? Because we're still holding the support right here. It's not bullish. Why? Well, because we're still holding this overhead resistance here, and we've been holding it for, well, almost 2 months now. Okay, so it's ranging right now, and so Doge really has to pick a side in order for us to you know, to really get a better view on what it may very well want to do. Okay, which party is in control? Is it the bulls or is it the bears? Okay, so now this is Doge USDT. Let's actually get onto Doge BTC and see what it is doing, and it is BAT. Okay, this is Doge BTC on that Polo exchange, and as you can see, there are a lot of bots currently playing this chart. But no issues with that. We can still go ahead and dissect this chart. So let's get onto that weekly time frame, see if there are any support and resistance regions that we can plot. And I believe there are. I'm going to get rid of that Ichimoku cloud. And let's go ahead and plot some in. I do believe there's a very significant point of support right here. I mean, we've been holding that for, this is a weekly chart, guys, okay? Weekly chart. We've been holding that region since October of 2019 as support. But, okay, I mean, albeit, guys, I mean, while we have been holding this region as support for a very, very long time, it does not necessarily mean that we're going to continue to hold it as support and that Doge BTC has, in fact, reached a bottom. Okay, that's not what it means. It's giving you information on the chart. It's telling you that, hey, if we break this region to the downside, chances are we're coming down further. Okay, don't set your biases in. Don't look at this as a definite low. Okay, that's not what it's telling you. This is all information, and then you gotta, you know, take that information and make educated and informed trades based on this information. Now, the next point of support, if we lose this one, the next major point of support is going to be right here at around 16 sats. Wow. Volatility is real on this. Okay, 16 sats, and I believe that this could be one right around here. This is at 23 sats. Okay, as you can see, I'm getting it from these candle body wicks and yeah, candle body closes and wicks right around this region here, as well as this region here. Okay, so this is going to be a volatile zone. Say we break, you know, the current support to the downside, you know, from price from that 26 sat region all the way down to 23 sats, that's still an 11% to the downside. Okay, nothing to be scoffed at. What is to note here is that Doge may very well be putting in some sort of I mean, right now on a more technical standpoint of just kind of looking at patterns, this looks more like a descending triangle, right? Let's also put on the Ichimoku cloud on the weekly and see where we are relative to our cloud levels. Okay, so we're currently being held down by that weekly 21 EMA, and I do believe that closing over the weekly 21 EMA as well as that Tenkin, okay, closing consecutive weekly candles over those regions will have bullish implications for Doge BTC. Okay, at which point this descending triangle that we're looking at here gets negated. Okay, but for that, I mean, Doge still has a long way to go, right? We're looking for a takeout of the Tenkin as well as a 21 EMA and consecutive candle body closes. Because I want you to notice these instances right here on 3rd of Feb, 9th March, and 20th April. While we took out that 21 EMA as well as that Tenkin, we never settled above that. Okay, every consecutive candle, we lost both those regions. So I will be looking for consecutive candle body closes over that region to maintain a bullish posture. But right now, this is more in bearish territory. Let's get onto those lower time frames and see if, you know, if the cloud or even the EMAs or MAs is painting a different picture for us. And no, I mean, this is all still the EMAs and MAs. I mean, it's a bearish crossover setup. So we have the 55 over the 21, which is over the 10 simple moving average. Okay. For this to turn bullish, I'll be looking for price to take out this diagonal. It's been holding it like a dream all the way since July of 2019. If we start closing candles over this region, over this diagonal, I do believe that this trend is going to switch and we may very well be getting into something new. Okay, the signature at which point will turn into a more bullish signature. Because if we manage to take this to the upside, I will be looking for price to be taking out this wick here and this wick here and officially setting in a higher high on the daily and quite possibly even the weekly time frame. Okay, however, guys, if we start breaking this region right here at around 26 sats to the downside, the next point of support is only going to be here at around 23 sats. Okay, that's gonna be a good 11% to the downside if we even start losing that region. Okay, we have daily candle body closes underneath 23 sats. The next region is only going to be all the way here at 16 sats. And let me tell you something, guys. That is not going to be a good look if you are someone who is currently holding a bag of Doge. Okay, that's going to be a good 30% to the downside. You do yourself no favors by being a hodler in a downtrend. Okay, so be careful of that. And right now this chart is not trending, but I mean, it could very well start something, right? I feel like this is a lot like Ripple, you know, wherein when a trend actually begins, it's not really trend, it's more like a pump, right? It does something like this, like what was this pump right here? From this point of support all the way up here, that was a good 232% to the upside. Okay, that was the first pump. The second pump came in over here, right? So that was a good, what was this? 219% to the upside. The third pump, guys, came in right here. That was 143% to the upside. So this is what I mean by this one trends more like Ripple in that you're not really going to get that opportunity to get in. Okay, you're going to have to be like a sniper when it comes to these things. So it's very important to be looking for these kind of signatures. And the first thing I'll be looking for on Doge BTC will be us actually taking out that weekly diagonal that I have on top. And I want you to notice how it is in line with the 55 EMA. Okay, taking that out will set in a more bullish posture for this entire chart. Okay, and that's all I have for you for Doge BTC as well as Doge USDT. I hope this helped. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way, guys. Ciao.